So, we all love the Harry Potter series, right? But have you ever wondered why certain things are the way they are in the magical world? Or thought that sometimes things just don't seem to add up? Well, here's a look at our first 5 picks in the top 10 Harry Potter inconsistencies. So, you are a pureblood wizarding family. Magic is literally running through your veins. You can bewitch a Ford Anglia to make it fly. You can enchant a small tent so that inside it's as big as a 3-bed semi. You've got a magical clock that shows you where the whole family is, but you can't magic up your son some half-decent dress robes? The Weasley family are infamously poor. So poor that the kids wear hand-me-down clothes and buy their school books from second-hand bookstores on Diagon Alley. But if they are so awesome in the magical department, why don't they simply just magic up themselves a few home comforts? Why do they need to be poor? I mean, you need new clothes? Just Accio gold, right? It's not like they didn't have any money coming in though. Arthur had a steady job at the ministry as head of weird or whatever it was. So where did all their cash go? Did he have a secret butterbeer addiction or something? And anyway, if they were so badly off, why didn't Molly get a job or the kids get a paper round? And then finally, in Prisoner of Azkaban, when they do come into some money, when Arthur wins 700 galleons in the Daily Profit prize draw, what do? Sort out the dodgy lighting at home? Get the kitchen repainted? Get the kids kitted out in the latest trainers? No, they immediately go and chuck it all away on a holiday in Egypt. Seriously, you are wizards. Why not just apparate there or fly on your broomsticks? As Ron would say, you have got to sort out your priorities. So Harry Potter has the ability to kill the baddest of wizards, fight off countless Dementors with a Patronus charm, kick Death Eater butt, and yet he can't fix his long-sightedness? Without his glasses, Wonderboy can barely see 2 feet in front of him, but Harry's poor sight is a constant issue for the Chosen One, but yet nothing is ever done about it. He was able to grow back the bones in his arm overnight that Professor Lockhart accidentally removed, and Hermione fixed her teeth with a simple flick of a wand, so why can't Harry correct his eye problem? You know full well that the Dark Lord is going to attack you every year. You know that Dementors are coming to suck out your soul, and you know that Death Eaters are constantly plotting ways of capturing you. Surely it's pretty important that you have half-decent eyesight. What are you going to do when the Dark Lord shouts Accio glasses and your glasses fly through the air into his grasp? Stand there wondering which direction the Avada Kedavra came from? Seriously, Harry, you are a Quidditch seeker. Clues in the name. Seeker. So, the Marauders Map. Yep, the map that cannot be fooled. The map that literally shows everyone and everything in Hogwarts Castle, its grounds and secret passages. The map that is so powerful that it even shows you where ghosts are and cannot be fooled by Polyjuice Potion or an Animagus. This map was created by Harry's dad and his mates years before and came into the hands of Fred and George Weasley during their first year at Hogwarts when George dropped a dung bomb in Filch's office. Fred and George had the Marauders Map for 2 years whilst Ron was at the school with his pet rat Scabbers, who was really Peter Pettigrew in disguise, and not once did the twins notice that it was this boy who was constantly hanging around Ron. Not once did they think it was a bit weird that Peter was in Ron's bedroom. Not once did they mention this to anyone. He never came up in any conversation for 2 years. And when Sirius escaped from Azkaban, there were news reports literally everywhere about what he had done to Peter Pettigrew. Neither Fred nor George thought, oh, that's a coincidence, that sounds like the boy who's constantly with Ron that no one has ever actually seen. It's a bit convenient that the first time Peter seems to show up is when Harry owns the map, and that Harry just so happens to mention it to Professor Lupin, the one person who would instantly recognise the name and work out the entire plot of the story as a result. Portkeys sound awesome. They provide a way to instantly travel to a predefined location without having to get your bus pass reviewed. No queuing for trains and they're free of charge. We are first introduced to portkeys in the Goblet of Fire when the Weasleys, Diggories and Wonderboy grab the old boot left in a field and are transported to the Quidditch World Cup. When they arrive at the portkey and Harry says, "Why are you all standing around this old manky boot?" Arthur Weasley is checking his watch and says, "Time to go." They grab the key and guess what? Nothing happens. Arthur shouts at Harry to grab it quickly and finally off they all go. This suggests that a portkey is set to transport those holding it at a specific predefined time to a specific place. All sounds pretty simple, right? Well, maybe not, as later in the book, when the champions are competing in the final challenge of the Triwizard Cup, portkeys now seem to work differently. Harry and Cedric grab the Triwizard Cup and arrive back at the maze to the triumphant applause of all. Oh no, wait, that didn't happen. Instead, they are instantly transported to a graveyard, no waiting for the portkey now, where Cedric is killed before Harry grabs the portkey again and arrives back at the centre of the maze. Oh no, wait, that didn't happen either. Actually, he returns to the start of the maze and conveniently lands in front of everyone. So, to summarise, portkeys are timed, unless they are not timed, enchanted objects that transport people one way, unless they transport you both ways, and if they transport you both ways, you go back to your original location, unless they actually take you somewhere else. Got it. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Harry is moved by some of the members of the Order of the Phoenix from Privet Drive to the safety of the Burrow. Not exactly an upgrade to the Ritz Hotel, but I guess it'll have to do. Now, it seems the Death Eaters knew that Harry was going to be moved, cheers for that Professor Snape, and attacked the group en route. In anticipation of the attack, they hatched a cunning plan. Let's make 7 Harrys to confuse the Death Eaters. Sounds like a good plan, I guess, but if Wonder Boy was so precious, why didn't all of them take the potion and transform into Harry? Surely 14 Harrys would have been better than 7. Or even better, why give them any targets at all? Why didn't Harry just take the Polyjuice potion and transform into someone else? Maybe a completely random person we've never seen before, which would have put the Death Eaters completely off the scent and given an extra a chance to earn some cash being in the movie. So this has been our first 5 picks in the top 10 Harry Potter inconsistencies. If you agree or disagree, then comment below and let us know whether you've got any thoughts for what you think should be in the top 5.